What's up, y'all? Snoopy Eats 408 back after a long 2.5 weeks, man. I know I've been gone, I've been missing for a minute, but I decided to come back with something I haven't done in a while, and that's gonna be some Pizza Hut, y'all. So I got this new thing. It's new out here in Toronto, so it's called Melts. Never had it before, so we're gonna be trying that out. I'm gonna open up these boxes in a minute. And also, I never tried this right here. It's called My Box. All right, I don't want to spill the contents, so I'm gonna open it up right now. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so you get like a little personal pizza right here, and it's got these wings. I don't know if they got the bone in or if they're wingless. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Then they give you 4. Oh no, they give you 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. So you get 5 pieces of these little, I guess like they're like chicken nuggets, I guess. But we'll uncrate all of this for you. Let's see how this looks real quick. Ooh, now this looks banging. Yo. Yes, this is the Melts right here. All right, let's get this all set up and come right back, all right? All right, and we're back. So I got this honey barbecue sauce right here. Ooh, that's bomb. Set this right over here. And then I got another sauce somewhere. This one is, it says peppercorn ranch. I don't think I asked for this. No, I asked for blue cheese. This dude's tripping. It's all right. All right. Pizza Hut mukbang. Let's get into it. We got a couple of hot topics to touch on. Of course, we got to do the pull-up, man. Shout out to everybody out there. Hope everybody's doing okay. I've been kind of busy, man, with like family and work, and then I was injured, and then I had this crazy ass like stomach cramps that lasted like 3 days. It was crazy. Let's get all of it in there. Most of it. Can't go wrong with the Dr. Pepper, man. It's one of my favorite drinks. All right, time to bang. Cheers, yo. Woo, refreshing. You know. All right, let's try one of these little bite-sized loves right here. By itself right here. Never had before, my first time trying this. Let's try it without dipping it. It already has a sauce on it. Mmm. That's pretty good. I usually don't get boneless. Try out this honey barbecue. Yeah, that sauce is killer right there. Okay, so this looks like a folded pizza, deep fried with, this one is chicken, bacon, cheese, Parmesan. Never had it before. Pretty good though. So it's really good. No complaints. All I gotta say is that it's got a lot of salt content to it. So I think instead of going with like this ranch sauce, I would more stick with the sweeter sauce, the honey barbecue or something sweet to dip it in. balance out that salt, but it's actually pretty good. I'm gonna have Pizza Hut in a minute. The last Pizza Hut video, if you go and check, I wore the same thing, only my hair was down. Okay, so one of the things I want to cover is this Brother Polite situation. So last video that I did concerning Polite was the allegation charges brought up on him with the I'm not going to say certain words on here, but the grape allegations, right? Let's say child violations, right? In this case, I've been watching for a very long time. I think 2 years in the making. But it's not his first time getting caught up in some shicey stuff. Like, everybody's doing YouTube videos on him. But he did get arrested and sentenced. If I can find the court stuff, you can look it up yourself if you've been up on it, but you didn't really get like full clarification on the case itself. But something is kind of fishy about the mother's statement, and I'll tell you why. Let me just take a couple bites. But he did get 7 years prison time, 10 years parole. But as we know, with good time served, I think you'll probably be out on the streets within 3 or 4 years. So the narrative that we were all going with was, well, the mother said it herself, that she didn't want her daughter to go to trial because of all the pain and suffering and torment and mental and all this and that she's endured already through this whole thing, right? But you still should have took it to trial, because now this dude is gonna get out. And it's just crazy, right? To be really think about it. And then in her testimony, I don't know if she slipped, but she said, you took my daughter downstairs to the hotel or something like that. You got to go back and listen to her testimony. So it's like she knew. So then you were okay in a way to send your underage daughter downstairs with an adult male at 2 o'clock in the morning. Excuse me, regardless of what he said, you wanted to take pictures with her or whatever. All right. So in my opinion, that's kind of weird. And then something about the money. So, you know, going to court is not cheap. So it's going to be all kinds of like lawyer fees and stuff like that. So I think she got 5 G's up front. or 25 G's or something like that. One of the two. You guys correct me if I'm getting it backwards. And then when he gets out, part of the deal is he's got to pay her. I think it's 5,000 until up to 25,000. I don't remember that part, but something's a little sticky with the situation. I don't know. It's almost like she made a deal with him for money. This is actually pretty good. So I don't know, y'all, like, you got to go back and listen to her statement and the conditions and all the charges he was found guilty of, and then the sentencing, the time. Like, I don't think he's gonna do a full 7 years, and he needs to do more than 7 years in my opinion. But there's a lot of breading. So what do you guys think? Leave me in the comment section, and what do you think for his charges? What do you think he should have been sentenced to? And do you think the mother has something to do with the... Do you think it has something to do with money? You think she felt pressured? Because of the lawyer fees and all that stuff? But either way, he's in jail. That's what we try to lie and say all charges were dropped when they dropped, not what he's charged with, they dropped a couple other things. It doesn't mean that he played everybody by saying the charges were dropped like if he was free, like if everything was over. And I think he had pre-made some videos that he was posting on IG, make it look like he was just kicking it, having fun. And then I found out he was in custody and he's serving his 7 years, starting, what was it, about 2 weeks ago. Yo, Pizza Hut, pizza always goes hard. Not still, but it always tastes hella good. But yeah, it's been a minute, man. I feel brand new on YouTube right now. And also too, while I was recovering topics, a lot of stuff is going on, man. Y'all got to keep your eyes open too with this technology attacks, like on Maui. These direct energy hits. All I gotta say, man, these people behind the scenes, these entities, these organizations are completely evil, man. I was talking to my boy. He was sitting on Red Dead, man. Shout out to my whole crew on Red Dead. Shout out to my crew too, Destructive Money Gang. He was saying like the Dark Ages, the 800-year rule of the true kings and queens, somehow with all their technology lost it. And I was telling him, like, wouldn't it be something if we can get into a time machine and go back, excuse me, a little bit before that happened, to see, even though we have a really strong idea who did it, but how they were able to get the power and riches and all that stuff from our people from jump. Like, what did they do? Like, what I mean by what did they do? Like, in my mind, it's almost like they went back and found out a way to conquer us using a technology that we had that was mastered in order to get it from us and to put us into servitude and reverse the roles and make them kings and queens. Something to think about, right? And it was like popping up into my mind heavy, and I mentioned it to my boy. And we were talking about it and saying like how they could have done this a couple times and then reset everything. Because at one point we were at high technology and there was like a reset. We went from cavemen to like primitive vehicles, back into technology again, and then discovering that there was a higher technological age before this that was more advanced than this. So that right there boggles your mind, because it's like, okay, well, you look at what we have now: cell phones, smart TVs, smart cars, everything's smart. But they're saying that they had this way back then. So I'm saying to myself, okay, I'm not biased against that thought. Like, I think like that too. So if that is fact, if it is true, what happened? Like, where was the cutoff point? What happened that stopped it and then reset it? And now they have power. How did they get it? Right? So you start to think like, what's really going on? You know what I mean? Because you only know so much. And you can research and listen to other people that bring forth information, which is very interesting, because if it was nothing there, there'd be nothing to talk about, right? And then I seen this dude talking about the CERN machine, how they're making clouds, and this is old, but you know, most of the clouds you see in the sky is made with a machine. So it's like, if they're doing all of this, the biggest question is why? Like, what's the reason behind it? Like, and you know that there's a reason that's behind what they're doing, but it's so secretive. And then you have to say to yourself, why, right? Like the average person will ask the question, like, what are you guys doing this for? So I'm just been pondering on that for a while. I knew I should have ate a little earlier. I'm getting full right now. But I wanted to come drop this video. I haven't had pizza on the grip, so there's that last bite for y'all right there. These are amazing. I highly recommend this whole meal right here. I would definitely get this again. And I got a little snackage for later. But just some stuff to think about. Got a movie recommendation if you want. With that dude, what's his name? Something B. Jordan. The movie is a military movie. And it's called No Remorse, and Nipsey Hussle's wife is in there. That's a badass movie, y'all. If you haven't seen that and you like those military type movies, go check that out. It's kind of like a Navy SEAL or something like that. But I've been pretty heavy on my military movies, so I watched another one. Trying to think of the name right now. Is it Covenant? It might be Covenant. I think it's called Covenant. And it's the U.S. military. They go in for Taliban, and they have an Arabic dude with them, and he keeps getting corrected. They keep saying translator, but he is a interpreter, right? So their mission is to go into Taliban mountains and find like their bases where they're making and storehousing like missiles and stuff like that too, right? And that movie is explosive too. So Covenant and No Remorse are two bomb-ass movies I suggested you guys go see. If you haven't seen it already, you can see it on the Netflix Prime. One of those two. Anything else? I think that's it for now. I've just been stuck watching Bob Ross, man. Put a beautiful little sunset right here in the middle of it. We're gonna put in some little happy trees and put a big tree right here and some branches and put in some leaves and just want to lightly press on the brush. I've been on Bob Ross for like 2 days, but I've been watching him since a kid, and very peaceful, man. I just been marinating, man, and just doing my thing and just trying to just, you know, relax and take it easy, looking forward to the weekends and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm back, and next video, I do not know what I want to film for you guys, so let me know in the comments if you got any suggestions. I was thinking Jollibee's, but Jollibee's is a good like 35-minute drive from here, and I don't want the food to get cold, so I'm not too sure. But other than that, man, love you guys. Stay tuned. It's your boy Snoop B signing out. Until next time, you know.